Hi, Graham here. Doing two things here today. Firstly, a hobby review, what I'm doing, what I'm painting, what I'm working on at the moment. And secondly, I'm doing a very quick review on Salute. I attended it on Saturday and just to share my thoughts. First thing, I wanted to finish a project and the first one is Dead Man's Hand. I've had this Western church I've been staring at for the last 6 weeks on my bench. I've decided to build it, or I built it, should I say. And here it is. It came out okay, but it was a bit of a bugger to put together. The windows weren't good, and the door fittings, unless you have a really sharp knife and are very accurate in the way you glue, it doesn't go together too well. I'm not the best model maker, to be fair, so it's my fault really. But there we go. I finished it. As you can see, I put it on a base, I textured the base, and I've also painted the woodwork, so it looks a little bit better. On to the next project, and a real big one. 8mm 100 Years Wars, English and French. Saga are bringing out Age of Chivalry, hopefully at the end of the year, but you can play Lions Rampant with them now, so I've decided to go in both feet and buy loads of figures, and I have done more so than I have done for many years. I do have a stock of figures that I used for Teutonics many years ago on multi-bases, and I'm trying to reuse them. And here's the cavalry, and I'm thinking, could I use them as mounted Genoese? The flag, is it similar? These guys here with the feathers on the helmets, not sure if I can use them, but there's certainly 9 there I can rebase, and I think that's quite doable. Need crossbowmen, and I've got 2 blocks here, whether they're in 12s or 8s. I'm going to put them in 12s and hope that's what Studio Atomics will do. They will certainly be in 12s on Lions Rampant. These figures are well painted, so I'll get them rebased and get them going. I think they'll do the trick, and I like them, so it's good to reuse figures. I've also got some spearmen, and I'm not sure if I'm going to get away with these ones as French or as Bohemians or one of the other sub-factions. I don't know. Maybe I'll proxy them until I do get some more French figures, but I think they might be okay. And I've got some militia, because I know the French, they used to fight in 3 waves, and the 3rd wave was militia, so maybe I could use these as well. As I said last Saturday, I travelled up to London to Salute at the Excel Centre. It's the biggest attended show, and it's primarily a trade show for War Games figures, and it's a cracker. I've been going there many years, and it's always good value. It was £15 to get in, or £12 if you pre-booked. Here's the queue to get in, as you can see, and this gives you just an idea of how big the hall is. This is the hall alongside it, and this is how big the hall is. It's huge, absolutely huge. In front of me is Alex with his camera, and I'm sure he's gonna, there he is, just in front of me now, and he'll be doing a real proper review of the show. I'm really doing it from my behalf. And here's Alex's YouTube channel. Have a look at it. I'm sure his review will be an absolute cracker. I also went up with another guy called Dom, or Gamer Dom as he's known as, or Boots on the Table. We had plenty of beers at half time and at the end of the day, and yeah, we talked about the Lardy games, and yeah, he was good company. So yeah, he also did a review on the show as well, so have a look at his channel. I went straight there and bought some Perry miniatures. These are for my French, and they are Perviz holders, and I guess they're going to stand in front of my crossbowmen. I don't know whether Studio Tom Hook's going to use a combined formation situation like the Persians, or they're just going to be for Lion Rampant. I don't know, but I fancied them, and they also dress up really well with the little big man transfers. I bought myself a pack of Men at Arms. I haven't got enough of those, and I suspect I'm going to have to buy some more as well. Next, I got caught, silly old fool that I am. I went to War Games Illustrated, and they've got a limited range of leader figures, and I saw this one, King Louis, or Prince Louis for my French. Lovely moulding, and it was being sold by a very lovely French lady as well, so I bought it. I can't paint anything like that, and the decals I think are going to be hard to get hold of as well. So yeah, I got caught a little bit there, I think. Hey ho, you live and learn. Next, I went to Lardy Corner. I had a number of games they were demoing, and one in particular was their brand spanking new cowboy game, What a Cowboy. And before I knew it, I was sitting in and I was playing a game. Yeah, I just wanted to watch really what I got involved. I have to say, the two guys who were running the game were brilliant, really enthusiastic. The table was dressed well, as you can see, and it did look great. Playing 2v2, each player with 2 cowboys, and the object was to kill 2 cowboys of the opposing gang. The game took an hour before we got a resolution to the game, and to be honest, it was a lot of dodging and weaving and avoiding shots, and I found it a little slow. To be fair, I'd have been happy with 15 minutes, I think, but it played well, and I know Don bought the game, and I'm sure he will try and give it a good go down the club, and possibly I will buy it. We'll see. Okay, back on track. Down at Farnborough War Games Club a week or two before, there was a chap, and he was using 100 Years Wars Claymore castings, and they were beautiful. So I booked the bullet and I bought a load, and I bought loads. Here's the Bowman. I already had 3 packs taken out, and as you can see, they look fairly decent. But there's a lot of figures there for me. And if anybody who knows how I paint, I tend to paint for the next 2 months, then I buy as I need them. Here we are. I'm going to have Edward III, so he has dark armor, I believe, so I need to find some way of doing that. And here's another man at arms or leader, so he looks a nice figure actually. They are great mouldings. While I was waiting for them, I needed to practice on some figures, and I dug out an old Salute figure, this one here, and I painted it. He was my tester really, and he's come out okay. Once the figures arrived, here's my first 6, and I've painted them. They've come out all right. Still need work. I still need to improve, but they're okay. I've also rebased 4 French knights onto pill bases, and I'll put all my knights onto pill bases as well. So there we are. We're on the way now, so I've got some of each side, and soon I'll have plenty more once I start rebasing all those other figures I showed earlier. There we go. That's about it. As always, like, subscribe, share with like-minded. Take care, and see you all on the next video.